In this video, I'm going to show you a relatively inexpensive build for Retrieve the Data, uses 21 traps and under 2,000 materials. So here is the mission we're going to do today. It's a power level 160 4-player mission in an ice storm, which means water husks. There's a mini boss, which is pretty standard for a 4-player mission, and the other modifiers are slowing pools, frenzied death burst, and life leech, none of which are particularly troublesome. For my hero loadout, I'm going with BASE Kyle in the lead for the additional 84% build health, slow you roll as a team perk to free husks, which will melee attack me, and in support I have MegaBASE to extend my base, power modulation to heal damaged structures, electrified floors to do a bit of damage to husks that walk on my structures, Cupid's arrow to pimp my bow, and Survivalist to try and keep me alive. And then for the gadgets, I've selected banner to set a respawn point and stationary hover turret for additional firepower. So this is a public mission. I've no idea what my teammates are going to be like. Let's see what happens. So we've loaded into the mission, and now we make our way over to where the balloon's going to land. Going to put simple 4 walls around the landing spot. It's a water storm, so we're going to use metal. And then I'm just going to clear out some of the mess that's around the area.
Well, that started an arms race. You know those rumors we've been hearing about an even more dangerous part of the storm? Storm that closes in on you, eventually swallowing you alive. Remember how I said that would never, ever, ever happen here?
Because these are wooden structures, they don't yield very much in the way of additional resources, so I'm just going to blow them away with the turret. I'm going to pickaxe the trees because I'm always running low on planks, and then just going to create some arches to place on top of these walls. Upgrade these now to tier 3. Clear out a bit more of this mess. Another tree here. I'm going to go and grab those 2 cars for the mechanical parts, hopefully. Nuts and bolts from that one. Mechanical parts from that one. Back over here now, I'm going to place some wooden wall spikes on the walls with heals builds attached, so the husks will come along and they will bash on the walls, and each time they hit the wall they will do damage to themselves with the wall spikes. I'm just going to place my base down as well, just to make sure anything that does hit the walls, the damage is repaired automatically. Nature weapons, because they're water husks and nature weapons do double damage. Okay, just going to put some edited cones up the side, create some ramps. One on each side, gives an extra layer of protection in case we get any charging smashes. And then I'm going to put these floor freeze traps again with heals build attached on each of the ramps. Make sure I upgrade as I go, so I don't forget. And I'm looking for some wooden floor spikes to put underneath the ramps, so that the husks, when they're standing and hitting the walls with the wall spikes on, are also getting damaged by the floor spikes underneath them and the Thora electrified floors effect. And then I'm going to put some anti-air traps in each of these corners to take care of any projectiles thrown by lobbers, flingers, propanes, etc. Above the first row of arches I'm going to put another row. Just quickly upgrade the bottom row and then place a wall on the side, use that as a ramp to climb up, and place ceilings above each of the ramps. And repeat these walls as I go around. So my random teammate has started adding new structures. I'd rather a teammate added structures than didn't add structures at all. Unfortunately they're in the wrong place. I'll just get rid of these. Hopefully they will understand what I'm trying to do. So I put walls launchers on each of these walls that sits out the side, so any husks that get frozen on the ramp get shoved off out of the way. And then on the roofs above, or the ceilings above, I'm going to put these tyre traps to push the husks down. So husks that get frozen on the ramp will either get shoved off to the side by the wall launchers or pushed down the ramp by the tyre traps. Again, just upgrading as I go. And that's pretty much the build done. My teammates decided not to start the match. They built some extra roofs, but they didn't put any traps on them. So we can now start the mission.
The only way we're going to retrieve all of the data is to shoot the balloon down as soon as possible.
Box in the data, put some more healing walls, floor spikes on top of it, put another roof above it, put my base on top of that, put a cone on top of the base, put the respawn point down, and put a gas trap up at the top here. Then just need to upgrade the floor and the ceiling to tier 3 as we go. In the meantime, the husks will start attacking. So it's just a case of now defending. This build is not an AFK build by any means. You will be required to run around and fight, but it's a pretty solid build. Occasionally a ramp may get destroyed if you get some smashes on it, but because you've still got another layer of metal around the outside, you should be fine. As you can see, plenty of smashes have come in. They've all been dealt with. And here we are at the end of the defence. As you can see, we're on 15 out of 16. Mini boss has been dealt with.
You collected all of the files. Amazing. Praiseworthy job, Commander. So, a good job. Will help us locate survivors and weak points.
So at a cost of less than 2,000 materials and 21 traps, power level 160 × 4, retrieve the data mission with random teammates, done. Thanks for watching.